8 months pregnant and gone without a trace. Laci Peterson's Christmas Eve disappearance in 2002 sent shockwaves through America. In Modesto, California, a small town suddenly at the center of a national obsession, suspicion quickly turned to her husband, Scott Peterson. Scott claimed he'd gone fishing that morning at the Berkeley Marina. But when Laci's body, and that of her unborn son, Connor, washed ashore months later, right where Scott said he'd been, police zeroed in on him. The case electrified true crime fans for years. Why? Because Scott's double life unraveled fast. He'd been secretly seeing Amber Frey, telling her he was single. On December 9th, just weeks before Laci vanished, Scott told Amber he'd lost his wife, even though Laci was still alive at that time. When Amber learned about Laci's disappearance, she bravely went to police and agreed to record hours of calls with Scott. Those tapes, played in court, showed Scott weaving lies. At one point, he even claimed to be in Paris while actually attending a vigil for Laci. The jury found his deceit damning. In 2004, he was convicted of murdering Laci and Connor and sentenced to death. But here's where things take a wild turn. In 2021, Scott's sentence was changed to life in prison without parole, and in January 2024, the Los Angeles Innocence Project took up his case. Why? Because they uncovered new evidence that could change everything. The Innocence Project says a burglary actually happened across the street from the Peterson home on Christmas Eve, not days later as police claimed. Even more explosive, a witness now says they saw Laci confronting the burglars that very day. That's not all. The new petition cites advanced science suggesting Laci's unborn son died several days after she went missing, during a time Scott was under heavy surveillance. There's also a van found burned near the Peterson home, with suspicious blood on a mattress inside. The Innocence Project wants that evidence retested. And Scott himself? In a recent documentary, he finally spoke out. He admits to cheating but insists he's innocent of murder. Meanwhile, Amber Frey, who helped crack the case, says she has no regrets and would testify again in a heartbeat if there's a new trial. So is Scott Peterson a cold-blooded killer or the victim of a rush to judgment? With new evidence and new witnesses, the world is watching Modesto again. If you want the latest twists in the Laci Peterson case and more true crime mysteries, don't forget to subscribe for updates you won't want to miss.